Alright, we are ready to rock and roll here from Vancouver International. Alright. Get the... Let's turn the lights on. Crew supply, ground control, CDR test. Check. Oh. Wait, what are we in here? Interesting. This is interesting. Okay. The ADR is different now. And what else is different? We'll find out. What else looks different down here? I made some changes. That's good, that's good, that's good. Constraints on, constraints 10, 10. Alright, APU fire test. Check. Engine 1 fire test. Check. Engine 2 fire test. Check. APU master and oxygen tests. Good. Now they made some changes here. Let's see at GSX. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. GSX. Wait for auto-select ground handling agent. Oh, I didn't want that. Okay, guess I didn't make those changes. Let's load the aircraft. Ah, okay, GSX boarding and refueling. Yes, so GSX boarding only. Okay, so we're just gonna do that. Alright. Let's get the ATIS here in Vancouver.
1000 broken, 6100 overcast, temperature 10, dew point 10, altimeter 2946, landing and departing runways 08 left, 08 right, transition level 180, read back all hold short instructions, advise on initial contact you have information, Oscar.
Okay.
Vancouver Airport.
Okay, this is a little bit different. Are the cameras the same? They are. Good. In it, we are Air Canada 238. And it's 10 degrees. Is anyone coming to service aircraft yet? Slightly concerning. Not sure if that's working. maybe do this. Well, that didn't work. Still nothing. Okay, we're gonna do this. And we're gonna do the short one and see what happens. Appears to be loading now. Not the most realistic, but so we are at 2946. Cool. Let's see what this does. World map. It's supposed to. Ah, nice. It doesn't. Does it do this? Start. It does. Sweet. That's awesome. Okay. 6485. Vancouver delivery, Air Canada 238, requesting IFR clearance tonight to Edmonton International.
Air Canada 238, Vancouver delivery, expect runway 08 left, climb 6,000 feet on runway centerline, then expect radar vectors Vidri, squawk 2244.
Expect runway 08 left, and we'll climb to 6,000, expect radar vectors to Vidri, and we'll be squawking 2244 for Air Canada 238.
Air Canada 238, read back, correct contact ground 127.15 when ready for push or start.
Over to 127.15 for Air Canada 238. Have a good night. Departure is 8 left with no SID. And we have our fuel but not our passengers. Alright, let's get the APU going here. Let's close this. Passengers are not showing inside. indicate we are fully boarded. 116, 116, 740, 64. So what's the issue? Oh, we are fully boarded. Weird, something weird going on here. In it. That's good. Perf. Syncload sheet, calculate. Send to Necto. Let's turn this. That's off, 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 off. Doors closed.
Jazz 161, ramp 1, request pushback. Jazz 161, Vancouver ground, pushback approved, face north. Pushback and engine start approved, face north, Jazz 161.
Vancouver ground, Air Canada 238. We are at stand 49 and we are requesting push and start.
Air Canada 238, Vancouver ground, pushback and engine start approved, face northwest.
Northwest for Air Canada 238. So have they connected?
Morningstar 7074, cargo 804, Alpha Taxi via Delta 1, Echo Delta Delta Yankee. Cargo 804, Alpha Taxi via Delta 1, Echo Delta Delta Yankee, Morningstar 7074.
Like nothing works. That's awesome. Okay, procedure. This is good. Tug. Is this person gonna help me? Not even. Cool.
Jazz 161, request taxi. Jazz 161, runway 08,
No one
left
behind
taxi
us,
via Juliet
so
Alpha, Juliet Mike, Mike 10.
Let's go. Parking brake released.
Runway 08, left taxi via Juliet Alpha, Juliet Mike, Mike 10, Jazz 161.
Good afternoon, this is your captain speaking. Welcome aboard on this Air Canada flight from Vancouver to Edmonton. We are currently preparing for departure, and we will be taking off shortly. Thank you for choosing to fly with us today. Cabin crew, arm doors and cross-check.
Welcome aboard Air Canada.
Bienvenue à bord Air Canada.
For your safety and comfort.
For your safety and comfort,
We ask that you pay
attention to this
short
short video. So join us as we explore all that Canada has to offer.
Pour votre sécurité et
Sharp
votre
turn left
confort,
here.
soyez attentifs à cette courte vidéo. Joignez-vous à
Doing
nous
this
pour
manually
explorer tout ce que le
because
Canada peut offrir.
GSX is messed up.
Please place baggage in the overhead bin or under the seat in front of you.
Veuillez ranger vos bagages dans le coffre supérieur ou sous le siège devant vous.
In preparation for takeoff, make sure you're comfortably seated, with your seat back upright and tray table stowed.
Stop point.
En prévision du décollage,
Engine one's
prenez
going
soin
up.
de
Parking
vous
brake
asseoir
set.
confortablement, de redresser le dossier de votre siège et de ranger la tablette.
Go down 3.
You must wear your seatbelt when the seatbelt sign has
Flaps
been
one.
turned on, and we suggest wearing it even when the sign is turned off.
Vous devez porter votre ceinture lorsque la consigne des ceintures est allumée, mais nous vous suggérons de la porter même lorsque la consigne est éteinte.
Fasten your
Disconnect the
seatbelt
tug.
by adjusting it around your hips. To release it, lift the upper portion or press on the release button.
Attachez votre ceinture et ajustez-la autour de vos hanches. Pour la détacher, soulevez la partie supérieure de la boucle ou appuyez sur le bouton de dégagement.
Seatbelt and no smoking signs are located throughout the aircraft. Please comply with them at all times.
Les consignes de ceinture et d'interdiction de fumer se trouvent à différents endroits dans l'avion. Veuillez les respecter en tout temps.
It is prohibited to smoke, to use electronic
Alright, both engines
cigarettes,
stable,
or to
ignition
consume
off.
your own alcohol on board.
Il
APU
est interdit de fumer,
off.
d'utiliser des cigarettes électroniques ou de consommer son propre alcool à bord.
That's good, that's good, that's good.
Your portable electronic devices must be set to airplane mode
Vancouver Ground Air
until an
Canada
announcement is
238
made
requesting
upon arrival.
taxi
Les
to
appareils
the active.
électroniques portatifs doivent être réglés en mode avion jusqu'à l'annonce
Air
du
Canada
sujet.
238, runway 08, left taxi
Your
via
electronic
Juliet
device
Charlie
falls in the
Kilo
seat.
Victor
Do
Mike
not
Mike
move your
10.
seat or try to retrieve it yourself.
Runway
At
08
the
left
post
taxi
of the
via
fire
Juliet
hazard.
Kilo
Notify
Kilo
your cabin
Victor
crew
Mike
immediately
Mike
to ensure the safe
10.
retrieval of
Air
the
Canada
device.
238.
Si votre appareil électronique glisse dans
Negative
votre siège,
taxi
ne
via
bougez pas
Juliet
votre
Charlie
siège et n'essayez
Kilo
pas de le
Victor
récupérer
Mike
au risque
Mike
d'un incendie.
10.
Avertissez immédiatement
Taxi
le personnel
via
de
Juliet
cabine
Charlie
afin qu'il le
Kilo
récupère en
Victor
toute sécurité.
Mike Mike 10. Air Canada 238.
Should an emergency happen,
What I said,
place
but
your
let's
feet
do it.
flat on the
Negative
floor
taxi
and
via
try to
Juliet
head
Charlie
towards the
Kilo
seat in
Victor
front of you.
Mike 10.
That's
Or
what I
rest
said.
your head and
So
chest
we're just
into your
gonna
lap.
use the
Grasp your
Runway
ankles
08,
or
left
wrap your
taxi
arms
via
under
Juliet
your
Charlie, Kilo
En cas
Victor Mike
d'urgence,
Mike
posez vos
10,
pieds à plat au
Air
sol
Canada
et appuyez
238.
le dessus de votre tête contre le siège devant vous.
Oof.
Ou bien,
Jazz 161,
penchez-vous
contact
et
Vancouver
appuyez
Tower
votre tête
125.65. Bye bye.
Ensuite, saisissez vos chevilles.
Over to Tower 125.65, Jazz 161, bye bye.
The illustrated card in your seat pocket or magazine rack explains the many safety features of this aircraft. Please review it sometime before takeoff.
La carte illustrée placée dans la pochette ou le porte-revue près de vous explique
Parking
les
brake
nombreuses
release.
mesures de sécurité propres à cet avion. Veuillez en prendre connaissance avant le décollage.
If there is a need to evacuate the aircraft, leave your baggage
we have
behind
no
and follow the seat-mounted
rudder
lighting to
steering.
the nearest
What?
emergency exit.
S'il faut évacuer l'avion, laissez vos bagages à
dear.
bord et suivez
How do we
l'éclairage sur les
stop
sièges
this?
jusqu'à l'issue la plus proche.
The rudder is completely not working.
There are 4 exits located on each side of the
Parking brake set.
aircraft. All of these are indicated by a green exit sign. Please locate the one nearest you.
Il y a 4 issues de secours de chaque côté de l'avion. Chacune d'elles est indiquée par une enseigne
Why
verte.
is it
Veuillez
always
repérer
something
celle qui est la plus
like
près de vous.
Jazz 293,
If
ramp
the cabin pressure
513, Alpha
changes,
taxi
an
via
oxygen
Mike
mask
5,
or a
Mike
tab will
Juliet,
drop from the
Hotel
panel
Delta,
above you.
Delta Victor.
Remain seated. Pull the mask or the tab.
Ramp
to
513
bring the
Alpha
mask
taxi via
towards
Mike
you.
5, Mike
Use
Juliet,
the
Hotel
support
Delta,
strap
Delta Victor,
to hold
Jazz
the mask over
293.
your mouth and nose and breathe normally. Always
Definitely
secure your
plugged
own
in.
mask before assisting another person.
Si la pression de la cabine change, un masque à oxygène ou une languette tombera du panneau au-dessus de vous.
God.
Restez assis, tirez le masque ou la languette pour amener le masque vers vous. Utilisez la bande élastique pour maintenir le masque sur votre nez et votre bouche et respirez normalement. Mettez toujours votre masque avant d'aider quelqu'un.
Oh.
If there is an emergency
So
landing
it's a
on
driver
water,
issue.
reach for the pouch under the seat or beside your leg rest. Remove the elastic band if required.
En cas d'amérissage d'urgence, prenez la pochette de gilet de sauvetage sous le siège ou près du repose-jambes. Retirez la bande élastique au besoin.
Quick Google.
Pull out the life vest from the pouch. Slip it on, fasten the waist clip, and tighten the belt. Pulling the tab will inflate the life vest. You can also inflate it by blowing into the tube. The life vest should only be inflated as you leave the aircraft.
Sortez le gilet de la pochette et enfilez-le. Attachez la boucle de taille et ajustez la ceinture. Pour le gonfler, tirez la languette ou encore soufflez dans le tube. Ne gonflez votre gilet qu'au moment de quitter l'avion.
Oh my god. Do I
If
have
you
to
need
do-
any assistance or have any concerns, please let one of us know.
Si vous avez une inquiétude ou besoin d'aide, adressez-vous à l'un de nous.
Thank you for choosing to fly with Air Canada.
Merci d'avoir choisi Air Canada.
This is gonna be a real delay here because
Cabin crew, please dim the lights for takeoff. Personnel de cabine, veuillez baisser les lumières pour le décollage.
Ladies and gentlemen, lights will be dimmed for takeoff due to safety reasons. Mesdames et messieurs, les lumières seront atténuées pour le décollage pour des raisons de sécurité.
SciTech flight rudder pedals. USB. Do I disable that? Let's try that. Okay, that may have worked. We have detected. All right, let's see what we get here. Brakes. I think that is what we want. That was fun. All right, we're back in action. Windows update with good times. TO config. We're flying there. Still seems off about the rudder pedals, but could just be the rain. Yeah, there's something off about the rudder pedals, like it won't turn the aircraft. What the heck? Tell the lights. Wonder if the runway turn off light will help with that or make it worse. That makes it worse.
Jazz 99, stand for 3, request pushback.
Jazz 99, Vancouver ground, pushback approved. Face south.
Pushback approved, face south, Jazz 99.
Air Canada 238, contact Vancouver Tower 125.65.
Over to Tower 125.65 for Air Canada 238. Vancouver Tower, Air Canada 238, we're at runway 08 left and we're ready to go.
Air Canada 238, Vancouver Tower, wind 115 at 10, gusts 18, fly heading 080, runway 08 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 08 left, clear for takeoff, Air Canada 238. Okay, let's get that going. Strobes are on. Airspeed's alive. $80 knots, check. V1. Rotate.
Jazz 90,
Positive brake.
exit right at Mike 1.
Exit right at Mike 1, Jazz 90.
Air Canada 238, contact Vancouver departure 132 decimal tree.
Over to departure on 132.3 for Air Canada 238. Vancouver departure, Air Canada 238, passing through flight level 150 on our way up to 6,000.
Air Canada 238, Vancouver departure identified, climb to 16,000 feet, altimeter 2946.
Up to 16,000 feet for Air Canada 238.
Jazz 299, contact Vancouver Tower 125.65, bye-bye.
Contact Tower 125.65, Jazz 299.
Flaps stowed.
Air Canada 238, turn left, heading 030. Expect further clearance in about 25 miles.
Turn left heading 030 for Air Canada 238.
Air Canada 238, turn left, heading 025.
Turn left heading 025 Air Canada 238.
Vancouver WestJet 449, 17,000 feet with information Oscar.
WestJet 449 Vancouver approach, altimeter 2946, expect the ILS Yankee runway 08 left.
Altimeter 2946, expect the ILS Yankee runway 08 left, WestJet 449.
SkyWest 3733, contact Vancouver Tower 125.65, bye-bye.
Over to Tower 125.65, SkyWest 3733, have a good one.
We are now climbing to our cruising altitude. We will be starting our in-flight service shortly. You can find our sky menu in the seat pocket in front of you. Nous sommes maintenant en montée vers notre altitude de croisière. Nous commencerons bientôt notre service en vol. Vous trouverez notre menu en cabine dans la pochette de votre siège.
3327, contact Vancouver Tower 125.65. Have a good evening.
Contact Tower 125.65, Encore 3327.
Vancouver, Jazz 99, 800 feet.
There we go.
Jazz 99, Vancouver departure identified, climb to 18,000 feet, altimeter 2946.
Climb to 18,000 feet, altimeter 2946, Jazz 99.
Anti-ice can come off.
Jazz 99, turn left, heading tree 5. Expect further clearance in about 52 miles.
Turn left, heading 335, Jazz 99.
Oh, there we are.
Seatbelt sign has just been turned off. You may now move around the cabin. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened while seated in case of unexpected turbulence. Le panneau de ceinture de sécurité vient d'être éteint. Vous pouvez maintenant vous déplacer en l'arme cabine.
Air
Nous vous
Canada
recommandons de garder
238,
votre
contact
ceinture de
Vancouver
sécurité
Center
attachée lorsque vous êtes assis en
125.905.
cas de turbulence
Over to
inattendue.
125.905 for Air Canada 238. Vancouver Center, Air Canada 238 with you at flight level 14,000 on our way up to 16,000.
Air Canada 238, Vancouver Center, identified, climb to flight level 330.
Up to 330 for Air Canada 238. Whoa.
Air Canada 238, cleared direct Vidri. Resume navigation.
Direct to Vidri for Air Canada 238. Thanks.
Jazz 161, contact Vancouver Center 135.0. Have a good evening.
Contact Vancouver Center 135.0, Jazz 161. Bye-bye.
Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now starting our in-flight service. We'd like to remind you that we accept card payments as well as cash. You can find our Sky menu in the seat pocket in front of you. Please remain seated while we serve you. If you need anything, please don't hesitate to ask one of our cabin crew members. Thank you. Mesdames et messieurs, nous commençons maintenant notre service en vol. Nous vous rappelons que nous acceptons les paiements par carte ainsi qu'en espèces. Vous trouverez notre menu en cabine dans la pochette de votre siège. Merci de rester assis pendant que nous vous servons. Si vous avez besoin de quoi que ce soit, n'hésitez pas à demander à l'un de nos membres d'équipage. Merci.
That's runway 12 as expected. 2544.
Mic off.
Jazz 367, descending via Keen 2, flight level 249er.
Jazz 367, Vancouver Center, radar contact. Vancouver Center, Jazz 99 through 15,000 feet for 18,000 feet. Jazz 99, Vancouver Center, identified, climb to flight level 360. Climb to flight level 360, Jazz 99.
Vancouver Center, Jazz 276, good evening, crossing 7,000 feet for 10,000 feet.
Jazz 276, Vancouver Center, identified, climb to flight level 190.
Climb to flight level 190, Jazz 276.
Jazz 276, resume on navigation.
Roger, resume on navigation, Jazz 276.
Air Canada 238, contact Vancouver Center 135.0, have a good evening.
Contact Vancouver Center 135.0, Air Canada 238. Vancouver Center, Air Canada 238, crossing flight level 279er for flight level 330.
Air Canada 238, Vancouver Center identified. Glacier 8349, contact Vancouver Center 132.35. Contact Vancouver Center 132.35, Glacier 8349. 238, contact Vancouver Center 132.35.
Contact Vancouver Center 132.35, Air Canada 238. Have a good evening. Vancouver Center, Air Canada 238, crossing flight level 304 for flight level 330, direct Vidri.
Air Canada 238, Vancouver Center, radar contact. Glacier 8349, contact Vancouver Center 133.5. Bye-bye.
Contact Vancouver Center 133.5, Glacier 8349.
WestJet 169, contact Vancouver Center 135.0.
Contact Vancouver Center 135.0, WestJet 169.
Air Canada 238, contact Vancouver Center 133.5.
Contact Vancouver Center 133.5, Air Canada 238. Vancouver Center, Air Canada 238, flight level 330.
Air Canada 238, Vancouver Center identified.
Hi, it's me again. I just wanted to share some information with you. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 33,000 feet at a speed of 930 kilometers per hour. The weather in Edmonton is cloudy with a temperature of 2 degrees. The rest of the flight should be smooth. In case of any questions, please don't hesitate to ask one of our cabin crew members. Thank you, and enjoy the flight.
Air Canada 238, contact Vancouver Center 134.55.
Contact Vancouver Center 134.55, Air Canada 238. Vancouver Center, Air Canada 238, flight level 330.
Air Canada 238, Vancouver Center identified. 238, contact Edmonton Center 133.75, bye-bye.
Contact Edmonton Center 133.75, Air Canada 238, bye-bye. Edmonton Center, Air Canada 238, good evening, flight level 330.
Air Canada 238, Edmonton Center, identified. Encore 3112, descend to flight level 170. Descend to flight level 170, Encore 3112. Air Canada 238, contact Edmonton Center 134.3.
Contact Edmonton Center 134.3, Air Canada 238. Edmonton Center, Air Canada 238, flight level 330.
Air Canada 238, Edmonton Center, radar contact. Air Canada 238, Edmonton Center, expect Elks Tree runway 12.
Expect Elks 3, runway 12, Air Canada 238.
Edmonton Center, Encore 3158, descending via Advox Niner, flight level 240.
Encore 3158, Edmonton Center, radar contact. Air Canada 238, Elks Tree runway 12, report ready for descent.
Elks 3, runway 12, call when ready, Air Canada 238. Air Canada 238, ready for descent.
Air Canada 238, descend to flight level 190.
Descend to flight level 190, Air Canada 238.
Mic on.
Tested. All right, there we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are starting our descent into Edmonton. Please follow the instructions of the cabin crew as we prepare for landing. Thank you. Mesdames et messieurs, nous entamons notre descente. Veuillez suivre les instructions du personnel de cabine pendant que nous préparons l'atterrissage. Merci.
Battery low.
Air Canada 238, descend to 6,900 feet, altimeter 2951.
Down to 6,900 to altimeter 2951 for Air Canada 238. Okay, I'm gonna have to try and plug this battery. This could be a disaster. Hopefully it doesn't screw anything up. Yeah, we'll just wait actually. 295.
Battery low.
Air Canada 238, contact Edmonton approach 133.65.
Battery low.
Over to approach on 133.65, Air Canada 238. Edmonton approach, this is Air Canada 231. We're on the Aux 3, descending through flight level 17,000 on our way down to 6,900.
Aircraft calling, say call sign.
This is Air Canada 238.
Air Canada 238, verify information, Quebec.
We have Quebec for Air Canada 238.
Air Canada 238, verify information, Quebec.
We have information Quebec, Air Canada 238.
Air Canada 238, Edmonton approach. Good evening, altimeter 2951, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 12.
Low.
Good evening, we'll expect radar vectors for ILS runway 12, Air Canada 238.
Negative, altimeter 2951.
Altimeter 2951, Air Canada 238. Good lord. Hickey. We don't have to be at 8,000 for that. No, we don't.
Battery low. Battery low.
Okay, we're gonna have to plug this in. Hopefully it doesn't send the flaps out. It probably will. Cause all sorts of other issues.
Charging battery.
Yeah, it did. Oh, and it caused that. All sorts of issues when you plug in peripherals. It's fine. Good times. Speed brakes out. Lights off.
Canada 238, leave Knoxville heading tree 10, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 12.
Leave Noxa heading 310, Air Canada 238.
Air Canada 238, turn right, heading tree 10, descend to 9,000 feet, vectors for the approach.
Oh, we're already at. Turn right heading 310, descend to 9,000, Air Canada 238.
Negative, descend to 9,000 feet.
I did, so down to 9,000 feet, Air Canada 238. Absolutely brutal ATC. Okay, giving us absolutely terrible.
Air Canada 238, turn right heading 020.
Turn right heading 020, Air Canada 238. Let's get the perf going. Activate. Flaps 1.
Air Canada 238, 12 miles from my pot, turn right, heading 075, maintain 5,000 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 12.
Turn right hitting 075 and maintain 5,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 12, Air Canada 238. Flaps 2. Gear now.
Cabin crew, take your seats for landing.
Edmonton Tower, or Edmonton approach, this is Air Canada 238, who are established on the localizer.
Air Canada 238, affirmative. Air Canada 238, contact Edmonton Tower 118.3.
Over to tower on 118.3, Air Canada 238, have a good night. Edmonton Tower, this is Air Canada 238 on 8 Mile final.
Air Canada 238, Edmonton Tower, wind 095 at 8, runway 12 cleared to land.
Runway 12 cleared to land, Air Canada 238.
Chinook Bravo Oscar Sierra ready for departure, runway 02.
Chinook Bravo Oscar Sierra, Edmonton Tower, wind 095 at 8, fly runway heading, runway 02, cleared for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, runway 02, cleared for takeoff, Chinook Bravo Oscar Sierra.
Bravo Oscar Sierra taking off.
Chinook Bravo Oscar Sierra, contact Edmonton, departure 133.65.
Contact Edmonton departure 133.65, Chinook Bravo Oscar Sierra.
Check. no PAPI lights, which is annoying.
500.
Check. Aircraft is mine, so. With 0 PAPI lights.
Hundred above.
Continue.
Minimum.
Landing.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
A little bit of bounce. Reverser set.
Air Canada 238, exit left at Alpha.
Exit left at Alpha, Air Canada 238.
I'm stowed. Whoa, what was it?
Air Canada 238, contact ground 121.7. Have a good evening.
Ground 121.7, Air Canada 238.
Welcome to Edmonton. Current local time is 7 minutes past 19. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign has been turned off. Please make sure you have all your personal belongings with you before you leave the aircraft. On behalf of the crew, I would like to thank you for flying with us today. We hope you had a pleasant flight, and we look forward to welcoming you on board again soon. Mesdames et messieurs, bienvenue à Edmonton. Il est actuellement 19h07. Veuillez rester assis avec votre ceinture de sécurité attachée jusqu'à ce que l'avion soit complètement arrêté et que le signal de ceinture soit éteint. Assurez-vous d'avoir tous vos effets personnels avec vous avant de quitter l'avion.
Gate 74
Au nom de
taxi via
l'équipage,
Alpha,
je
Alpha
tiens à vous
Delta,
remercier
Air
d'avoir
Canada
voyagé avec
238.
nous aujourd'hui. Nous espérons que vous avez passé un agréable vol et nous avons hâte de vous accueillir à nouveau à bord très bientôt.
So GSX is not even recognizing. Then we took off.
Mic off. Mic on.
Yeah, we don't really need the anti-ice. Thank you. Well, that's not accurate.
Doors will be opened shortly. Please remember to take all your personal belongings with you. Make sure you have everything you brought on board. Thank you. Nous sommes arrivés à la porte. Veuillez vous rappeler de prendre tous vos effets personnels avec vous. Passez une excellente journée.